As much as I was critical of Rasmus Hojlund, this is a prime example of it not just being his fault. Diogo Dalot, hang your head in shame. Rasmus Hojlund makes a great run. Not even a great run. A bog standard run for a striker, right? But he sees the danger. He gets ahead of his Sociedad defender. All Dalot has to do is find him in this space. I mean, and it's not even a difficult ball for Dalot to find him. But instead, Dalot decides to take it, carry it, hold it, faff around. Hojlund by that point's already run offside, wondering what on earth he has to do to find a capable attacking wing-back. And then Dalot rolls it back eventually to Garnacho, and by that point you've got 4 Sociedad defenders in front of you, and you're not going to score. And this is where it is not any striker makes that run that Hojlund made, right? So if you replace Hojlund with Chido Obi Martin, you replace Hojlund with another signing, they're going to make the same run into the same space where they should receive a tap in, but Dalot isn't going to find them. And this is where there's so much work to do in this United team. And again, like, that's not Amorim's fault. Amorim can't be expected to teach Dalot to play a very, very basic ball.
So you're telling me that Diogo Dalot, in this position, didn't play the ball to Rasmus Hojlund? Listen, whatever you think about Rasmus Hojlund, whether you think he's good enough, whatever you think, this is why I say when people say he doesn't get chances. Because Dalot has the easiest pass of his life to play it there to Rasmus Hojlund for a chance on goal. What does he do? He decides to not play it, cut back and play it to someone on the edge of the box. And then chance is gone. Like, I do not understand how Diogo Dalot has not played the ball then to Rasmus Hojlund. Rasmus Hojlund, when we say he doesn't get enough chances, this is what we mean. Because no matter what he does, off the ball movement, on the ball movement, etc., this is the easiest tap or the easiest shot he'll ever get in his life. And Diogo Dalot just doesn't play the ball. He doesn't play it. I don't understand why. Like, listen, whether you back your striker or not, you still got to play it and still trust him. The fact that Diogo Dalot's not played it. I mean, Diogo Dalot in this game had been very hit and miss. There's points where he's been brilliant and there's points where he's been blimmin' average and blimmin' shocking. But I don't understand how Diogo Dalot's not played that ball.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. If you're new here, hit the subscription button. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for watching again and again. So the video that I want to react to is about this video of Rasmus Hojlund and Diogo Dalot. So yesterday, Manchester United played against Sociedad. They drew 1-1. That 1-1 draw felt like a lose to Manchester United because they really played a good game. But how on earth, what happened to Diogo Dalot? Because this is not Diogo Dalot that I used to watch under Erik ten Hag, and this is not Diogo Dalot that I used to watch under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What happened to Diogo Dalot? Because sometimes you can be blaming players. Yes, of course, he messed up yesterday, and apart from that, he has been one of the greatest players for Manchester United. Sometimes we always blame players for no reason, like Manchester United. I just want to talk about two things. We are blaming Diogo Dalot for not giving Rasmus Hojlund a pass, and we are blaming sometimes Rasmus Hojlund for not scoring in, I think right now it's over 18 games Rasmus Hojlund haven't scored a goal. And sometimes we're blaming strikers for not scoring a goal, but look at the opportunity yesterday. It was to score a goal, but what happened? Diogo Dalot decided to go for the glory, and sometimes you can be blaming strikers for not scoring. But yesterday, Rasmus Hojlund made a good run, and I don't know what happened with Diogo Dalot. I'm always a big fan of Diogo Dalot, but in that one he messed up, and we can't even shy away from saying that, from calling him out that he messed up in that game, because yesterday he had a chance to give Manchester United a real opportunity to proceed against Sociedad, but he messed it up. I think sometimes Manchester United always blame strikers for no reason, because of late Manchester United fans and pundits have been preferring Chido Obi over Rasmus Hojlund. But let's assume it was Chido Obi Martin that made a run, and then still Diogo Dalot didn't give him an assist. Where do you think he would have scored? I don't know if Manchester United players are trying to deliver too much. This is why they're kind of messing up. Because also, check out the Bruno Fernandes penalty yesterday. It was a result of delivering too much. It was a result of overworking. And I was always saying this. at a time that Bruno Fernandes was receiving a red card for Manchester United. A lot of people felt like, you're a captain, you don't need to do this. You're a captain, you need to be a team leader. Yes, he's supposed to be a team leader, but at some point when the players are not showing up, and so at some point when Manchester United fans and pundits were blaming Bruno for receiving a red card, I think that Bruno is always overworking for Manchester United. Even yesterday, when Bruno Fernandes costed Manchester United a penalty, I don't even blame Bruno for this one, because I always feels like Bruno Fernandes is that one player who always wants Manchester United to win. Bruno Fernandes, it's that one player who always wants to see Manchester United going up and up. So I feel like Bruno Fernandes have been so even this red cards, and even yesterday, Bruno Fernandes was just there to defend a goal. You saw, and if you doubt this, you even saw him how he celebrated after Joshua Zirkzee scored that goal. That goal really meant that goal really meant a lot to Bruno Fernandes. And I think like Bruno Fernandes is a good player. The only thing that mess him up is Bruno Fernandes is overworking for Manchester United. That's the reason why he keeps on receiving these yellow cards, red cards. You know, yesterday costing Manchester United another goal, because this one comes as a result of overworking. But going back to this Diogo Dalot story and Rasmus Hojlund, I felt like Diogo Dalot also have been one of the best players, but under Ruben Amorim, I haven't seen that Diogo Dalot that I used to watch under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and under Eric Ten Hag. Because I don't know if this formation of 3-4-3 is not favoring Diogo Dalot, but I feels like since Ruben Amorim joined Manchester United, Diogo Dalot have never been the same. I don't know what's the problem, but even if we are talking about Diogo Dalot haven't been the same since Ruben Amorim joined Manchester United, that was a clear chance, and that's a matter of common sense. We can't even blame the coach, and I always it's okay. It's okay. Diogo Dalot have not been on form since Ruben Amorim joined the club, but you see yesterday's game against Sociedad and Diogo Dalot having a chance and Rasmus Hojlund making a run. I felt like that's just a matter of common sense. Sometimes we can't blame the coach. Sometimes even if Manchester United fans wants to blame Ruben Amorim for that, what do you want Ruben Amorim to do? Do you want Ruben Amorim to play in the position? Do you want Ruben Amorim to play in the position of Diogo Dalot? And Diogo Dalot have been like going to the gym, training hard for Manchester United, and I felt yesterday that I just felt yesterday I just felt like this player has been training too much, and it seems that he has left his mind on the gym, because that was a clear chance. Rasmus Hojlund has a chance to score. And for people blaming Rasmus Hojlund for not scoring in more than 18 games for Manchester United, so look at that chance yesterday. You're still blaming a player for not scoring in 18 games. Yet you can't even assist him. Look at the likes of these great players like Manchester City. Look at the likes of Erling Haaland. A lot of people have been complaining that Erling Haaland is not a good striker because he only depends on tappings and stuff. But that's what a striker needs to do. A striker doesn't need to, unless you have like players like Prime Eden Hazard back at Chelsea. Rasmus Hojlund also is not a playmaker. Rasmus Hojlund is a goal scorer, and if you can't feed him, he can't score. The same with the likes of Erling Haaland, and you always see Erling Haaland in Manchester City. Anytime Rodri is out, and anytime Kevin De Bruyne is out, Erling Haaland is always nowhere to be seen, because he always depends on these players. And this is another clear version of Rasmus Hojlund. Rasmus Hojlund also depends on these players, depends on the likes of Diogo Dalot, depends on the likes of Bruno Fernandes. And I feel like Manchester United are the one letting Rasmus Hojlund down. The same case, if Rasmus Hojlund right now leave Manchester United and joins another club, he will be the top scorer for that club. And now Manchester United will start blaming themselves. The same way they are complaining right now for the likes of Marcus Rashford shining at Aston Villa and the likes of Anthony shining at Real Betis. Because when you're at Manchester United, sometimes the pressure is too high, and then you are not given enough time. And I feel like whatever Diogo Dalot did yesterday, that was wrong. And you can't wait for your coach to tell you that, right now you are in a good position. The person have made a run, and you are still looking back at your coach and waiting for him to tell you now cross. No, sometimes it's just a matter of common sense. And I felt like Diogo Dalot really lacked common sense yesterday. Another thing that I want to talk about before wrapping it up is this Joshua Zirkzee story. I think Joshua Zirkzee is cooking something at Manchester United. Immediately he joined Manchester United. I think he scored against Fulham. Yeah, his first game in the Premier League, he scored against Fulham. And after that, he really went quiet at Manchester United, and a lot of fans started criticizing him. I just feel like this player is a good player, and is still finding himself at Manchester United. And at the moment Joshua Zirkzee will finish finding himself at Manchester United, he will be a big Manchester United playmaker, because I feel like uh, another big move that Manchester United made is getting Joshua Zirkzee into the squad. Because even if you don't have good strikers, but when you have good playmakers, immediately you get a little striker, Manchester United will be on fire. Because I feel like Joshua Zirkzee is cooking something at Manchester United. The only thing that was letting Joshua Zirkzee down was, when you join another club, you're still boosting your confidence, you're still not confident enough, and I feel like it took sometimes, finding himself and building the confidence at Manchester United. And I feel like right now he has built that confidence at Manchester United. And I feel like Joshua Zirkzee is now one of the players to watch at Manchester United. I watched him against Fulham. I won't blame Joshua Zirkzee for that penalty, but I felt like, yeah, even leave alone the penalty, a real game, he really played a good game. And yesterday against Real Sociedad, he again showed up. Joshua Zirkzee joined Manchester United as a flop, and at the time he will be leaving Manchester United. He will be leaving Manchester United as a legend. He will be one of the best players for Manchester United. The same as Dogu. Dogu is playing a good game for Manchester United, and also I think like the reason why, and I feel like the debate that I want to leave for the viewers in the comment section is that, what do you think about Diogo Dalot? Because I feel like Diogo Dalot under Ruben Amorim, Diogo Dalot, the formation, the 3-4-3 formation is not favoring Diogo Dalot under Ruben Amorim. Tell me what you think about Diogo Dalot and Ruben Amorim formation in the comment section. And the last thing, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Ideas.